It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's towering tight end, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week.
Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. And now the punting unit will come up. Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. He'll drop to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space, and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. To the air now on 1st and 10. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll get this out wide. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Over the top. He's got it. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going right sideline and complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They motion the slot man left. Now they'll set up to throw. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on fourth down, they'll call out the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At their 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the first quarter. We are through 1. It's a close game early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quick hitting slant there. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. They send him right out of the slot. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. Here's their punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will score. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers, and the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for line.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
On comes the punter now as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll motion a tight end right. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. They'll throw out of the gun. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I continue in just a moment. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's the punter now as he is on to kick it away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now this team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. And now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular, and no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because So far, this
offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3-and-out.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's in. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through. And his guys move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again, and they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Up the middle they go. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and that will be a first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Right back to him on first down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now a give up the middle. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Slot man in motion right. On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 2nd and goal. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Now, for the point after. He gets it to go, and the visitors get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on 1st and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll run on second down. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They send the tight end in motion. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance.
It is brought in the end zone. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it. And his guys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's going to keep it himself. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down. Give him 18 yards on that one and a first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Throwing now from the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
No issues there. This one is good. And the visitors are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Get it. Tight end on the move left. Now a handoff running right. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Going for it all. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. They'll throw out of the gun. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the 1st down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll look to throw. And he's in. continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
The extra point is good, and his guys are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll send the tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain of 16 on that pass play. That's enough for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw again. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get the 2-point conversion there. So bring it down to a 14-point deficit.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up fourth down. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This a 48-yard attempt. His kick is good. And his guys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the visitors are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. Past midfield.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Try the right side this time. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. This one from 54 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.